No, what I'm saying is, which one? Was it the one with the EV suit or the one in my Starfleet uniform? Was it a blue uniform or a gold one? Okay, thank you. That one is the only one that I've seen. I've got a mini me. That's hysterical. I got a 6-inch version of myself. It's insane. But they're working on an EV suit, Mayweather. And I know that. So I know that's the one that's in the works right now. And they did tell me that there was going to be a smaller version of me sitting at my station, but that hasn't come out. Believe me, I didn't have all these things. We were broke growing up, you know? So I can't wait to get it so I can play with the Travis doll, fighting the whoever. Of course, you kidding me? The bridge sure looks different from up here. Anybody that actually, fans of the show know that line, so, okay, looks a lot different from me. That's funny. There was another, yes ma'am?
I just wanted to point out that Harry did get eventually late,
I just love her, okay. For those of you in the back that didn't hear it, she said, I wanted to point out that Harry did eventually get laid, so don't worry, it'll happen for Travis too. I think it's where she was about to go. I said they don't give him enough lines, okay? And I wasn't talking about cocaine, I was talking about verbiage. No, and... Who is he flirting with?
I said pseudo-flirting.
No, so who would are you trying to put Travis? Well, that's what I say. No, you know, the way they had Travis, and the way I chose to portray him, I wanted him to have a lot of youthful exuberance. You know, I wanted him to be excited about exploring, about meeting new worlds. I thought it would have gotten even more mundane to just sit there and go, oh, that's a whatever species. Oh, that's a whatever species. I wanted him to be excited about stuff. And you're right, from Broken Bow, when he talked about the women on Drelax having, yeah. I told him that Travis has to have a love interest of some kind. I don't want it to be either of the girls because they're like my sisters, and that, to me, would be creepy. Yeah, I don't know how y'all get down in Toronto, but no, Indiana's not like that. There might be some parts, but that's not where I'm from. So I just wanted them to, I said, bring on an alien love interest for Travis. It doesn't have to be the whole show. Clearly the show is not called the Travis Mayweather Show. And they brought back that trifecta from the original series with Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. They've done that with Trip and Archer and T'Pol. And I get that, so that's why, I mean, you guys hear me joking about it. Yes, it is frustrating because as an actor you want to work, but I understand how this whole thing works. It's show business, not show art. I understand what they have to do to keep the show on the air. That is what it is. I'm not worried about all that. Yes, ma'am.
What are your perceptions of the other cast members?
I love those guys. Like I just said, Jolene and Linda are like my sisters. Scott, Dominic, John, Connor, all brothers. I even have a family pet now, Porthos. It's crazy. You know, unlike a lot of people, I'm not letting you drink out of my water and eat my food. I know some people get that way with their pets. Oh no, this is just like a person, except for he pees in your bed and poops in your shoe. So he's not really like a person. I guess there could be people that do that, but I don't know them, so. No, we're all, and that's not like a really corny, oh, it's just nostalgic. I really do love those guys, I truly do. I have nothing bad to say about any of them. The girls, you know, we get on each other's nerves. It's crazy. Yeah, just like these two siblings are gonna be doing. You love them and you can't stand them, but you love them. That makes sense? It's a family unit, that's all, you know? Yes?
Since you seem to have a little bit of free time on set.
Yeah. Oh, no, no, you don't even understand. When I'm not shooting, I'm not on set, my friend. I don't go to the lot. Hey, Anthony Anthony, we're going to be shooting for, why don't you come by and hang out with us? Why? We're going to come hang out with you for? No. I'm usually not even in LA, because I bought my house in my hometown. So when I'm not there, I'm like not there. So my free time, get back to it. Yeah?
Who's the biggest practical joke? You? Or is there somebody else?
You would think I would be, but no, I'm not. What you see right now, and me laughing and just enjoying myself, this is how I am on set until I have to go into, shit mode. That's it. This is how we all are. We've only, since I was there's only been one real practical joke that was pulled on Scott, and that was the Canada Dry. I'm sure everybody's heard the story. All right. Everybody's heard the story. One person. Yeah, no, what? Canada Dry? All right. Scott was early in his career in a Canada Dry commercial. And so for his birthday last year, I want to say last year, either last year or during season 2, they found a copy of his commercial. They went out and bought ginger ale bottles, and our art department put Canada Dry stickers around it. They made a copy of all the dialogue, and they put them on every monitor on the set. We sat before Scott came in, and everybody basically tried to memorize the Canada Dry thing. And everybody, cast, crew, Porthos, everybody was up. And we did Scott's Canada Dry thing. But they don't know how to keep a joke. Like, hey, Scott, how are you? I can do that. There are people like, hey, Scott. People that, you know what I mean? The joke is, the gig is already up if you give it away. People that would normally, hey, Scott, give him a hug, are like trying to just be standoffish. You can't do that, stupid. So we did a few minutes of him sitting on set. I said, Scott, you know we love you, right? Hit it! And everybody just jumps up and we're doing the Canada Dry things. It was absolutely insane. I wish somebody had videotaped it. I don't think that they did, but that's the only real practical joke that I've seen played, and I really had nothing to do with it. I just, I don't mind. Huh? Oh, no. Those episodes, come on, we're trying to keep us on the air, okay? Practical jokes cost. They cost in time, which translates to costing in money. If we're trying to stay on the air, we're costing these people, they're like, no, let's get them out of here. Our episodes are $2 to $3 million a piece. They cut the budget a lot, which is why we only have 22 episodes now, instead of, we started with 26, then did 24, we only have 22 now. So I have my fun when I'm not working. Like, I have fun at the docks. If you guys have been there, I was on the dance floor. I had a great time. I try not to get too goofy at work. We laugh a lot, all of us together, but that's business, man. I keep it business. That's just me. I want us to be on for 4 more years, if possible. God willing. They're shooting now. Paramount, the show is already shooting. We're in the middle of episode either 3 or 4. 4? 3? How do you know? Were you there? Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Like, you look like that woman that was outside my trailer. Girl! I told security to get you out of here. Okay. I am leaving. Well, I had fun last night. It's ironic. I've actually got a meeting with Brandon about the plight of Travis. So we got some real things to discuss. That is going to determine whether or not I stay an extra couple of days, because I don't have to shoot myself until, not shoot myself. I don't have to commit suicide until, no. I don't have to be on set personally until Thursday when we start the next episode. So I just basically need them to get me the script, and I've had fun. If I have them send it here, I'm not going to read it. I'll read it on the flight back, so I'm not even going to have them send it. I thought about that. I was thinking about staying until, I don't know, Tuesday or so. But as it stands right now, I'm leaving today, at 3:30 to head to the airport. So I'll make that decision over the next 2 hours or so. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna get some people that haven't asked. Yes, sir.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. How receptive or non-receptive has Brandon been to suggestions you guys may have made about the show, about your characters, etc.?
Let's see, do I tell the truth or am I politically correct?
Politically correct.
Politically correct. Oh my God, he listens to all of our answers. And he implements everything. It's wonderful. I mean, I didn't really want Travis to do anything. Now, you take from that response your answer that you need. You know what? It's kind of hard because they have 7 people that they have to write for. Last season they introduced the Makers. We have 5 different alien villains. We have, you know what I mean? It's like there's so many elements that these guys have to juggle. It's just not easy for them to do it all, and I understand that. I just don't want it to feel like lip service. I don't want to feel like I'm having this conversation with you, and then 4 months later we're having the same conversation, and then 4 months later we're having another conversation, and then weeks later we're on hiatus, and then we have to have the same conversation. So I just don't say anything. Like, I talked to them the very first season. I think I said hi to them the second season. And I don't really even get into it. I go, you know what, you guys are going to write for me how you write for me. But we have to have a talk because if you guys remember at all last season, if you saw every episode, my character got the Harbinger episode, and that wasn't even really my episode. That was just an episode where we were doing the martial arts training. You guys remember Harbinger, the martial arts, Makos versus Starfleet, which is basically what it was. That's the only time that I really got to do anything, which is what we have to have this meeting about. So let's see. I'll tell you next time when I come here how receptive Brandon was, because they're about to hear something from me. We're going to speak on it. No, put your hand down. I got to get some people that haven't asked a question, bro. What I say? Don't make me come off the stage. See, I got one of those houses. My mother driving down the street. Boy, don't make me pull this. Stop! Oh, yeah, one of those. Yes, sir. I remember the original series. I had seen it just like everybody else. I thought it was always cool that Kirk got to kiss that green girl, and I always thought Spock was just quietly the coolest guy on the planet. But I actually had more of an allegiance to Nichelle Nichols, Uhura, because, yes, thank you. Please give it up for Nichelle. Yes, everybody. And that's because being African American in Indianapolis, it's a very racist place. And I don't want to generalize, but when people call you the N-word and they give you these looks and the way some people get, that's just the way it is. I remember as a kid, kind of going home to my mother and being upset and crying, going, "Mommy, why did this man call me this or that? Or why did this woman treat me this or that way?" And then I got to see this black woman on TV, and nobody treated her that way. Never. Nobody, they gave her nothing but respect. And I finally got to meet Nichelle in Germany, and she's just one of the most incredible people I've ever met. Just absolutely incredible. I adore her with everything that's in me. Meeting her it really didn't inspire me to act. I'm not going to say that, but I will say that it inspired me to continue to live, because nobody ever treated her that way. And considering that was in the 60s that they did this show, there was a lot that she had to go through, but I never saw it. And I didn't know the behind the scenes, the BS, behind the scenes. Oh, we're gonna keep working the BS in. I didn't know that until I got in Hollywood. I had no idea, because it's different going to college. Because in college, everybody loves everybody, and you have your different cliques, but for the most part, everybody's just trying to find themselves. It's not the same in the business world. So I have even more admiration for what she went through. And it was incredible for me to know that there were people out there that weren't as ugly as all the ones that I continue to see. So that was my impression of the original series. I love Gene Roddenberry's vision that we can all get along, because quite honestly, we really can. It's not that hard. And I'm not saying that to be politically correct. We really can get along. See, I told you I get serious sometimes. Yes, sir.
Have you met Brent Spiner yet?
Yep, I just met Brent. Well, scratch that. I was gonna say I just met him. I met him for the first time at Rick's place during the first season on 4th of July. But Brent is on our show right now. He's doing a 3-episode arc. So I just saw him again for the first time since season 1, 3 days ago or whatever it was, whenever I was on set. I think it was a Thursday. Sir. You know I won't. I'm not. Hey, you calm down. She jumping over and pointing at him. No spoilers. Hey, it's my show. I got this. I need your help. You calm your ass down. Sorry, babies.
She's like that every day.
Huh? Yeah, I know. And she can be. But she can't be for this time. All right now, I got this. No, I'm not telling you what Brent was doing. I'm telling you he was on the show. That's all I'm going to tell you. I don't give stuff away. I don't. I want you guys to stay tuned. Know there's going to be a really cool episode arc. They're trying to keep the show on. Manny Cotto came in, and it's no slight on the writers that we had initially, but Manny came in and he raised the bar. He raised the stakes of the entire show. And because of his writing and what he brings to the show, he was given a co-executive producer status now. So Manny's basically running it now. And they've got some great things in line. I mean, we've already had one of the girls from Girlfriends do a 2-episode arc, the first 2 episodes. A couple of guys from The Sopranos were there. Brent Spiner, they're in negotiations for William Shatner, is what I was told. So I know they're doing everything they can to keep us going past this season, but I'm taking it 1 day, 1 week, 1 episode, 1 year at a time for the rest of the time. You know, you guys keep supporting. We're gonna keep supporting from the inside, looking out, and we'll see if we can meet in the middle 7 years later. You know? Yes, sir.
You're saying about us writing in. Who are the key names we have to write to?
Paramount. Rick, Brandon. See, I don't know. Write your letters to Manny Cotto if you want. I just know that the show is not about what we want. The show is about what the fans want. So ultimately, it really does lie in your hands. There has been this is from me to the 10 of us that are in here. I don't think that the show is going anywhere, personally. It's been around for 40 plus years. Why the hell would it be off the air now? It doesn't make any sense to me. That's been, for some people, the only piece of inspiration that they could have in the trouble of the world. And this isn't, an American thing. This isn't a Canadian thing. Globally, there's a lot of stuff that people are going through, and I've met a lot of them that say, Star Trek, the franchise, has inspired me to get over my cancer, to get through, my getting fired at work, to get through my divorce, because of the objectivity and the what is the word? What is it? Oh goodness. No. What's the word? Wait. Optimism. Thank you. I was gonna get to it. Hey, I told you I hung out at the docks last night, man. Forgive me. This is several Sambuca shots later. I don't even like Sambuca. This stuff is disgusting. You don't drink, do you? Don't drink. Alcohol is nasty. Make sure you show them this picture when they get older. Don't drink. Okay. What?
It's good.
Quiet. Children. He's 6, lady. We know what her kids are like. Hey, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. No, drink that gin. It's all right. Mama gonna drink her rum over here. Next question. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Didn't even know until you just told me. I've heard of it. I just didn't watch it. Didn't know man it had anything to do with it. Okay, keep going. You tell me. You're asking me. I don't watch the show. That sounds crazy. I'm on the show. Well, everybody wants the show to continue. So he came in and heightened everybody's senses to making sure that the show stays on the air. He's making everybody work. It's really that simple. You know, we're the youngest looking cast. We're the most physically fit. And yet you're writing the exact same way you did for everybody else. You can't do that. That gets stale. That's when the fans don't watch. We had over 15 million viewers on Broken Bow, and then the numbers have steadily declined. And we've stayed on because of you guys. You know, you guys globally. Stop them from fighting. We've stayed on because of you guys and everybody just like you. But that's what he did. He came in, he energized everyone. No more, hey, that's 2 questions, man. 1 apiece. Stop. It's about to be a conversation with you and I now, right? You're like, what? So, no. Oh, yes. We'll get back to it. Hold on, let me get back to some other people.
Sulu got his own ship along the line.
Okay.
Do you see yourself getting your own ship?
That's funny. Do I see myself getting my own ship someday?
And how would you run it?
Well, no, these are more Vulcan girls. That's how you run your ship. See? That's not how this ship runs, mister. All right, Mr. Problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please?
Hold on, guys.
The power has now been restored. Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? The power has now been restored.
Yeah, we can tell. We got lights, man. We know. That's funny. Do I see myself getting my own ship? I don't know. Let's just one step at a time, my friend. Let's get Travis some lines. Let's get Travis a girlfriend. Let's get him a little bit more to do as the helmsman, and then we'll work on getting him his own. Let's keep the show in the air. Hi. If it's just this, do I see me getting a ship this season? No. No. With all that is in me, no. So let's keep it going. And I don't know if Sulu got his ship. He didn't get a ship to the movies, right? He didn't get it on the TV show. Let us get one movie. I'll come back, we'll talk, and then you ask me questions like that, because I have no idea, man. I'm just trying to get my character to do some stuff, you know? How would I run it? Very efficiently. My character and I are 2 different people. I would actually make sure my ship was taken care of. You know. Yes, ma'am.
Just wanted to say I really enjoyed that episode they had with where Travis went back to his family. That
Horizon.
Yeah.
Thank you. She said she loves Horizon. Thank you. That was my episode, so I had to talk in that one, even when we're not talking. And it's not even about what it is you're saying, because quite honestly, you can be on screen. Some of the best Hollywood actors don't say anything. Charlie Chaplin had an entire career, and I don't think people ever heard him speak once. So it's not even really about that. I just don't want to feel like I'm sitting and just sitting for episodes and episodes. You guys see, I've got energy. I like to exert myself. So. We've talked about it. Travis has a sister somewhere that we haven't seen. I have ideas of my own. I'm like, well, you know, that was a great episode for him because you got to see more of a story arc. You got to see more of his backstory because we create stories for the characters, but it's different because when I create something and you have written your backstory, if mine doesn't coincide with yours, then I just kind of stand there. And I go, all right, well, let me come up with something else. And you don't know what all that is because it's an internal monologue, but I have things that make sense to me. I never followed the show that closely, so I'm just going on what these guys say. But I'm excited about it. I think they know that I'm pissed about last season, so I think they're going to give me something good at some point this season. I don't know when it's going to happen, but you guys stay tuned. We'll see. I can't tell you that. And that's not even, that's as an actor, you don't give away all, the magician doesn't give away all of his tricks. They're just things that we do as actors for ourselves. We have time for one more question? What time is it? Wow, I guess so. Time flies when the lights go out. Okay, yes.
What's it like when you're doing those decontaminations?
You've never seen the show, have you? He's never watched the show. Travis hasn't done a decontamination scene. Travis has not done one. Not one. Travis hasn't done one. I know you haven't seen it. We've got an imposter. We got a spy in our midst. Because he just said during the first season you did it. Did you guys see Travis in the decon scene during the first season?
Let's right in and see that you did.
Hi, if you watch the show, you can't help but to see the decon scene. So as soon as the blue lights come on, you turn the channel. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm going to say, you remember that trip into Paul Rupp down from the first scene? So you've been watching it very intently the whole time going, okay, who's going to get rubbed next? Don't lie. See, I don't know what the decon scenes are like. I've not done one. Not one, not one.
We gotta have you do one.
Now, actually, I don't really care, quite honestly. I don't want gratuitous, you know. I'm not trying to just be with my clothes off. I know John Billingsley goes to convention and he takes his shirt off. I'm in better shape than John, and I'm not going to do that. It's not going to happen. They told me that in Germany. I guess John started this thing where he gets on stage and before he gets off, takes his shirt off. We were wondering if you would do it too. No. And I'm in better shape than John. No, I'm not. It's not that deep. So we'll get to it. And if not, let's just keep it for the love scene, man. I'm good. They don't even do anything except for the Pond Flower episode where T'Pol attacked Billingsley. That's the only time that they even do anything in there other than get rubbed down and sit. It's different. I think he's coming to grab me because he's just like that. Alright, so, okay, I will see any other questions you guys have. Come up, see me. I think I'm going to be up there signing until I get out. And I thank you guys so very much. Thank you.